All right, Stephanie. Now, the suspect in the shooting spent some time in Hampton Roads. 10 on your sides learned that Aaron Alexis worked at Little Creek as late as July of this year. The 34-year-old was an information technology employee with a defense contractor. U.S. law enforcement officials say he had been hearing voices and was suffering from mental problems, including paranoia and a sleep disorder. He had been getting treatment since August by Veterans Affairs. The Navy had not declared him mentally unfit, so Alexis was able to keep his security clearance. He was honorably discharged from the Navy Reserves in 2011, even though it was for insubordination and misconduct. He had run-ins with police over 2 shooting incidents, but was never charged. Despite those situations and the reports of mental illness, Alexis was able to buy the shotgun used in the mass killing at a store in Northern Virginia. A Washington area newspaper reports that Alexis passed 2 background checks for the weapon.
And sadly, this type of mass murder is not unknown to the military. It's happened before. All local bases have been put on notice to review all security at military installations. 10 on your side's Andy Fox has that part of the story from the newsroom. Andy?
Yeah. Tighten up security. That is a direct order from the Secretary of the Navy to review everything top to bottom. Today, you could see it at Norfolk Naval Shipyard in Portsmouth. We now know the evil that lurked inside Aaron Alexis. He had clearance to enter the Washington Navy Yard. He had a badge. He had a shotgun. He opened fire. How do you protect against that? We found Greg Taylor entering the Norfolk Naval Shipyard in Portsmouth.
That was pretty shocking, but determination. If you're determined to do something, no matter what checks you have in place, you can get past anything.
Shocking. A scenario that left the Secretary of the Navy scrambling for answers, ordering reviews of security at all Navy and Marine installations. And that increased security immediately noticed.
Yeah, it's more secure now. Way more secure.
We
have ID checks in the parking lot now.
Tell me about that.
Like when I came in the parking lot this morning, I got my ID check.
The Navy brass won't detail their active shooter training except to say the goal is to stop immediately the active shooter, to rescue victims, to provide medical assistance, to preserve the crime scene. But we've reported on the active shooter training before in Exercise Solid Curtain, Citadel Shield 2012.
Exercise, exercise, exercise. Post
The training scenario here, an American sailor has turned a gun on shipmates.
All personnel in the vicinity of Little Creek Harbor should take shelter immediately.
That active shooter training stepped up after November 2009 when Army officer Nadal Malik Hassan gunned down 13 people, wounding 28 at Fort Hood. Hassan just got the death penalty for those crimes.
After the Fort Hood incident, as you remember, we all have to do additional training to prepare for all kinds of scenarios.
But what Alexis has shown, no matter how hard you train, it's never enough. Never enough. Tonight at 6, how first responders used their training to bring down Aaron Alexis, a determined killer who had access and used that access to kill. In the newsroom, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.